All my life, I'm back. It's Friday, towards the end of the day. I'm about to get finished up because Bailey has the first night of his pantomime performance today. So he's playing Wally in Hansel and Gretel. So he's got the first night nerves, but really excited about getting up on stage and entertaining everyone. Now, because it's been quite a tough week with all of us being down with the lurgy, apart from Jodie, I think, so far, and my mum, it's been quite a struggle. So my videos are even more random than they usually are. But if you keep watching, towards the end of this video, you're going to get to see some of what Tamara's been doing. And as you know, Tamara's not always that keen to be on camera, but she has promised me that next year she's going to share more with you. But I'm going to show you some of what she's been doing recently and some of the really important work and why she's been doing it. And I think you'll all thoroughly approve. Thank you all for your patience and understanding that I haven't been able to get quite as much out to you as I would like to. We are, of course, in the final countdown for the 110k campaign. We're so close to that target, and I'm really, really hopeful that by the 25th of December that we'll have got a few more people involved so that you can all feel part of this and that we hit that target as we intended to before the end of 2024. I do have all the figures put together and I just need to make a separate video for you all which will show you where all of your vital funds have been spent over the last 12 months. One thing I never compromise on, no matter how ropey I'm feeling or how horrible the weather is, which it is right now, is coming to Mel's for our weekly training session. So I've had a session with Doubtson. Mel's over there in the corner, and in the middle there are a very special twosome. There's Frey and OEBE, and it actually happens to be OEBE's 2-year anniversary of when he first arrived with us, looking like a really old man, looking skin and bone, really sorry for himself. And now look at him. You've seen him flirting with all the ladies, acting like a little stallion. He's got such a special bond with Frey. She's doing some great groundwork sessions with him, which is what she's doing now. And he's like a much younger horse, far more youthful than that boy who turned up with us. As I say, 2 years ago today. I love my little greeting in the morning. Hello, Floppy Doo. Hello, Floppiness. Hello. Are we all peaceful? There's Annie. Good morning, gorgeous. And then we got Yodel. Little Yoda. Hello. And Ren Pen. Hello, Auntie Ren. Hello. Oh, you're very quiet this morning. And then we should have little Dow tucked away back there. There's Dow out the back. Hoitsy and Jubbers. Good morning, gentlemen. How are we doing? I see you've done the usual hoitzer and thrown your haylage everywhere. And then we have the Neeky Noodles. Hey, Noodles. Oh, she says I'm still snoozing. Oh, it's Friday. We've got to the end of the week. It's been a struggle, hasn't it, Dale? Yeah. But we're nearly there. It looks like we might even have some dry weather because it absolutely poured down yesterday. And the fields are looking particularly wet. In fact, you can see off there in the distance a great big puddle in the 14-acre field. There's somebody stood by it, not quite sure who it is. Maybe it's Peppa Pig, about to go for a roll in a muddy puddle. Who knows? Susan's around here picking up more poops from around the place, and she came round with this piece of wood. And we heard a bang earlier because Hida was chatting to Hoitza, and they've made a really good job of destroying this bit of fencing. So Hoitza's given that a proper clout, top and bottom, just to give us a little bit more work to do. But Susan quite rightly pointed out that he's not going to be the best tenant, is he?
You're not going to get the keys, are you, to your new house? You're going to go around destroying it like that.
No, you've got to have a little bit more respect, Hoitza.
I think so, yes. It's going to be a very nice house. You could easily get evicted if you misbehave in it. It's not a good idea. But I think it's a hint to say he wants a little hole for a little tiny Jubba's hat.
Yeah, maybe he, as you say, he did just make that for Jubbas to be able to get in and out.
Could have been.
Maybe Jubbas.
Theory, I'm not convinced.
Yeah, I think Jubbas needs a cat flap on the stable door once it's put in.
Yeah, you had to be a big cat flap.
It would. Yeah, and then at least he can escape Hoitza when he's in a particularly grumpy mood. But you love each other, really.
Yeah, they do.
The next piece of the jigsaw has arrived. That's our hot horse shower that Vince has put a board up for here. And that's what's going to feed the hose in Bessie's barn so that we can start washing them down in here on cold, wet, windy days. Morning, Mr. Rawthorne. Oh, look, you've had a haircut. Oh my goodness, that's short.
Good, isn't it?
Beautiful. Did you have a facial and a massage done at the same time?
Unfortunately, no.
No?
Why
Oh,
do I need to do anything to this face?
of course you don't. It's absolutely beautiful as it is. Are you missing your camera? I'm a bit late with your camera this morning.
I was ready for a cut, honestly. I was feeling like a hillbilly. So.
Well, there were so many comments about how messy your hair looked, honestly. Yeah. But your head's not swollen that much.
Swollen.
Swollen with all the compliments.
I didn't see any comments.
Did you not?
No.
Yes, you did.
Is that on YouTube or Facebook?
On both.
I'll have to have a look on YouTube. I've never seen anything on there yet. Well, I've never
Have you
really
not?
looked.
Right, so everybody who's watching this, you see how much he cares. He's not even read your comments.
I'm not big in. I'll have a look tonight. What do I Google on YouTube then?
Black Horses, the Frisian Experience.
I'll have a look tonight.
Yes. And then
I've
your head
befriended
will
you.
swell.
I befriended you on the other one now.
No, I invited you to
Well,
our
you
Facebook
invited me,
group.
so I friended you.
Oh, have you?
I
Oh, I haven't-
accepted you.
I didn't ask you to be my friend.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So how does that look?
It looks very, very beautiful. It looks like it's been there always. And I've missed it all on time lapse now.
Oh, no.
But that's
I'll
okay,
keep
we'll
your
get the rest
sister
of it.
happy by getting that done. Because are people coming in here tonight?
Yes.
What,
Yes,
later
I think
today, this
there's
afternoon?
somebody coming into the cottage, I think tonight. Jules pointed out how incredibly wet it is in here. And given that we have a roof on, you wouldn't expect it to be wet, but there is a very valid reason why it's so wet. And I'm going to let Michael explain.
The ground outside is about there. So everything that's on that banking comes down through here, you know. And through this one, because it's dead empty.
So it's just coming through the walls.
Yeah. And we'll render right down to the floor, not on a wet day. And even over here on this. I don't think it's coming through here though. But it can bubble up through, like there's a hole there, you see. Until that's rendered and filled properly. I mean, it did pour down yesterday.
It did. I mean, the fields are really bad. But yeah, this is like a swimming pool in here. And Hoyts and Jubbas don't want a swimming pool as well. Or maybe they do.
Look at the door, there's nothing. That's why,
Yeah, well, it does need levelling, doesn't it? So that it...
I mean, it isn't just a bit out. I've swept about half an inch out of here already.
But Tony's going to come back and do that anyway, isn't he? So yeah, this will all get levelled up so that it does at least all fall towards the doorway so that when we're washing it out, it's easy enough to clean out. But first, we have to stop the water coming through the walls. So that's the ground level, just up there. But you know, this is one of the joys of living on rock, because the water finds its way wherever it wants to go.
So what do you think, this or this?
What? Oh, what are you comparing the workmanship? But how long do you think this wall's been standing there?
Probably 100 years, 150 years.
How long is your stone facing going to stand there for?
300 or 400.
Yeah.
Not that we'll know.
No, but it will, I'm sure. Oh, I've just missed Michael, but he was looking very, very pleased with himself for this earlier, and quite understandably. More beautiful cornerstones and another gorgeous wall that looks like it's been there forever. It really is beginning to come together. Now, as you know, we like to keep you up to date with everything that's happening on the farm. But there are a lot of things that go on, primarily to do with what Tamara's doing with running the farm, that I haven't told you about recently. And one of those is about a slight change in what we've been doing in terms of accommodation that we're letting out. As you know, we've been in the house now since October, since Bailey's birthday. And we don't have any other bookings in other than New Year and other than in April, which means that there's no income coming into the farm to help with just the running costs of the general farm as a whole. So what we did was we moved our mum, Sylvia, who, as you know, suffers with Alzheimer's. We've moved her into the house and out of her little cottage here. And Tamara spent the last couple of months working really hard on turning it around, getting it all redecorated. She's made it look absolutely stunning inside, because there's more chance of us getting a short-term rental with a one-bedroom property than there is with a whole 7-bedroom farmhouse at this time of year. So at least by renting this out on a short-term rental, it's going to be bringing in some income to the farm. So I'm going to take you in now, and Tamara's going to give us a little bit of a tour around. Now, in true traditional style, I'm not allowing you to see it all immaculate and clean. No, it is immaculate and clean, because Tamara would have liked to have moved all the rubbish out the way before I started filming. But you know, this is real. This is the way it is. Anyway, I've told everybody that you're going to give us a little tour around the cottage that you've single-handedly turned around and made into this beautiful place that people can now rent, because we haven't got any bookings in the house.
Yes, but I did have some help from Effie, who was brilliant. She did some painting and cleaning in here as well, so it was a joint effort.
Yeah, so Effie was one of our workaway helpers, or our only workaway helper that we've had recently.
Yeah, she was lovely.
Yeah.
So welcome to the boot room.
Okay, tell us about the boot room, Tamara.
So the boot room is where you can walk in if you've been out walking with your dog and you're muddy and dirty and sopping wet. You can hang your coats up, you can put your boots on the trays there, and you have a washing machine, tumble dryer, even a freezer in here.
Okay.
Okay. And as we go through, we have a sitting room with the beautiful velvet sofa, my favourite thing.
It is your favourite thing, isn't it?
And obviously, we wish you a Merry Christmas. Underfloor heating and wood burner, some logs there, and it's very cosy in here.
It is. And you get to look out on the Hoytzer and Jubba's house as well.
You do. Michael's not quite finished that corner, but he promises me it'll be done next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have very beautiful views from here. It's a little dark outside. Okay, there's Michael's Manitou, but again, he's going to move it, and this will eventually look very beautiful. But you've got that view over Hampsfell and down to where the boys are. And this is something, Tamara, that you've had for many years, haven't you?
I have, yes.
This is your hot air
My
balloon.
hot air balloon.
It's very beautiful. And then you've got even more beautiful things hanging in the kitchen. Kitchen diner.
I have my owl. I'm sorry, my laptop is out because I haven't done my guest information folder yet.
And how long till your first visitors are arriving?
About an hour.
Okay, would you like me to hurry up with the filming?
It might be a good idea.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
still cleaning and I haven't to clean the floor yet.
It's one of your favourite things, isn't it, cleaning?
So in the kitchen, plenty of space, fridge, dishwasher, oven, hob, microwave, space.
Yes.
Space. And the original fridge door. So when the farm was a dairy farm, and they brought in laws where you had to keep the milk cool and pasteurise it, this would have probably been the first fridge in the building, on the farm. And
It's really solid, that door, isn't it?
very, very solid. Yes. And you have to duck when you go out.
I've hit my head numerous times on that.
I learned after the second time.
Yeah, I don't learn very quickly though, Tamara, you know that. And then that takes you out to the garden. But we'll maybe come back to that in a second because I think we'll go and see the bathroom and the bedroom and...
I've just had a bit of an accident in the bathroom.
That's
Not
not
me
something you want to
personally.
admit on camera.
Not personally. I sprayed the floor with water because I was cleaning the bath. But yes, so bath, shower, nice big fluffy towels,
Very important.
plenty of storage space, heated towel rail, which is lovely, and very beautiful mirror. So you can. The nicest thing is to actually have a bath in here with the main lights turned off, just with these soft lights on. And it's quite cosy.
It is very cosy. Lovely. And then...
And then you walk through this way into the hall, and we have the dressing room with the beautiful, beautiful beveled glass doors in original condition.
You bought those and restored them, didn't you?
No, I bought them and didn't do anything with them.
For a long time.
No, because I've not actually done anything with them.
Oh, okay.
Apart from have Michael put them in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are very
Put handles
beautiful.
on. Yes. So this is the dressing room. Yeah.
And to think we all used to live in here.
In this one bedroom.
This was actually one bedroom, so this is a wall that's been put up between the two, but rather than living in the static, first of all, Tamara, myself, Bailey and Mum all used to live in the one bedroom in here.
You and Bailey on a bunk bed.
Yeah.
Mum and I on single beds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was going to be a death in the family, us all living in close proximity like that, which is why Tamara, myself and Bailey moved into the static caravan. And this became Mum's cottage. But Mum is doing, I think, much better living in with us right now. But yes, this was her bedroom, and I'm going to laugh now. We'll see who else thinks. I looked through the window when Tamara put this very beautiful wallpaper up, and I said, it looks like a garage door.
Yes.
But it's wood panelling, isn't it?
It is, but it is wallpaper.
Yes.
And unfortunately, because I just didn't have the time
No.
or the inclination.
But it does look gorgeous. It's a very gorgeous garage door, Tamara.
And you've got touch-sensitive lights, she says, and sockets and USB ports for charging your devices. And yes.
It's very, very cosy. So this looks out. It's not got the best of views because, you know, it's not looking over the valley, but if you're lucky, you get to see us walking past with the horses. And there's another of those beautiful doors there. And then this was your next biggest dilemma, wasn't it, as to what to do to encourage people to look for the cottage, to book it. What was your biggest dilemma?
Whether or not to get a hot tub, to rent a hot tub. And I had 8 initial inquiries, and out of those 8 initial inquiries, 7 asked about the hot tub. So, very nice chap, Gary from Preston Hot Tub Hire, has today brought along a little 4-seater hot tub.
Should we go out there?
It is dark out there. Duck.
Ha ha! I'm not going to hit my head this time. I'm only going to come out a little way because I've got my socks on. Oh look, that's cute. That's the first time I've seen it.
So I'm just going to shut the door to keep the heat in. Yes, so it's
It was deciding whether to go to the expense of hiring in a hot tub for the visitors that it would bring in to the place.
That's right, at the quietest time of the year. So
Are you confident that you're going to
No.
recoup your costs?
No.
Tamara,
But
be confident.
I'm a lot more confident having negotiated a slightly better price for the 2 months. And yeah, even if a couple of the inquiries I had said they always search for places with hot tubs, and they don't always use the hot tub, but they always search for places with the hot tub. So
Hopefully that's going to generate enough people who want to get away in January and February to a very, very beautiful cottage
yes,
on the farm with stunning views up over the valley. And we just hope and pray enough people are interested so that the costs that it's taken to actually get this cottage ready and hire in the hot tub, that it will bring in a little bit of income to help us keep everything running throughout the winter months. And you know, this is all completely separate to the horses, isn't it?
yes, yeah.
You know, the farmhouse we've relied on for many, many years to bring in an income to try and just cover the day-to-day running costs of the farm as a whole.
Yeah. Our heating and electricity bills and
Yeah.
sleep and eat. So that's what the house did for many years.
And the other thing that, just very briefly, that you've been doing an awful lot of work on, because nobody's heard from you for a while, because I haven't filmed you for any of the videos, is something that's been causing a lot of sleepless nights all round and has taken up a lot of time, particularly over the last week, with lots of questions and queries backwards and forwards, because we are trying to get a mortgage based on the figures for the house income, the accommodation income, to try and get a mortgage so that we can rebuild the shippen.
Yes. And it just takes a frustratingly long time to
Jump
do.
through all the hoops and
Lots
fill
and
in all
lots
the
of
forms and convince somebody that we are good for trying to pay a mortgage back.
Exactly. And
But-
we've done it in the past, so there shouldn't be a problem, but banks have different lending criteria, and we've just got to hope we've got the right mortgage broker, and
Yeah.
it all
Yeah.
works out.
So we need that, because it's really lovely that we're living in the house right now.
Oh, so lovely.
But we can't live in there forever, because it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't allow us to bring in the income. But I really don't want to go back in the static. But I know that we've got to go back into the static. But once we can get the shippen built, then that will give us a home to live in,
Yes.
where we can be healthier and more relaxed, and carry on doing what we need to do to try and restore the rest of the farm.
Yes.
Anyway, I've got very wet feet now, so I'm going to stop filming and go and get some dry socks on. But well done, Tamara. I think everyone on here will agree you've done an absolutely beautiful job on this cottage.
Thank you.
And
I just hope we have lots of visitors who want to stay here.
Yeah, and so far Mum's not missing it, because I think Mum is enjoying being back in the house and living with us.
She is. She does keep bringing things back from the charity shop and saying this would look good in the cottage. And
Yeah.
I keep taking them and giving them to another charity shop.
But it keeps her happy, and keeps all the charity shops happy. So
It does,
it's called
yes.
recycling.
It is
Yeah.
called recycling.
Yeah.
In the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase. Sun is shining brightly, sky so blue and clear. With every breath I take, I'm grateful you are near. So grateful, yeah. Thank you for the laughter, thank you for the tears.